All right, let's start getting race number 1 on track. And if I get my drivers from truck out here
John
to turn
Angolan.
marshal, that would be very
Race
helpful.
Enrico.
So it's going to be Anthony,
Zablowski.
Milo, John, Ben, Chloe, Art, and John. We actually have 3 Johns here tonight. That might be a record.
Milo Laxson. Ben Halverson.
Okay, I'm going to need my truck drivers out here. I got
Let's go,
Soppit.
Art.
I got Gross.
Rice Cakes Jr.
Careful on the back straight. Go outside. Go outside on the back straight. All right, looking for my truck drivers. Brian, George, Pat, Barry, and Sal. I'm going to need your help, guys. Cool. We got Sal, got Brian, got Pat, got Barry. Can I get a George, please? All right, folks. Once we get all of our marshals and spots, we will get this party started. All right, racers, we are going. All right, everybody's off to a start. Remember, it's just qualifying. Get a faster car coming up on you. Just give them a little space. All right, Cardinale at 15.8. And that will stand as the fastest opening lap here. Okay, we're 30 seconds in, drivers. And we are now 2 laps in for everybody. It's our Cardinale out front. He's just 0.2 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 0.2 ahead of John. John Engelman 0.9 ahead of John Rico. Rico 1.2 ahead of Gross. Gross 0.02 ahead of Laxon. And Laxon 0.2 ahead of Halverson. Still very close here. We're just getting started. 1 minute down, 5 minutes to go. Our Cardinale, early pace of 22 flat. How about that? Got Rico at 22.15. Anthony at 21.15. Ben at 21.17. John 20.01. Milo 20.09. Chloe at 19.10. Minute 25 down and 4:35 remaining. Fast lap, it's going to be Art Cardinale at 15.7. Careful, end of the straight, guys. End of the straight, be careful. Go inside. Careful at the end of the straight. We're a minute 50 down with 4:10 to go. Cardinale's pace now 23.16. Now Rico 22.14. Anthony at 21.01. Ben 21.13. John 19 flat. Chloe 19.01. Milo 19.01. 2:10 down. 3:50 left. All right, so Cardinale currently 6.1, 8.2 ahead of Rico. Rico 1.4 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 1.7 ahead of Ben. Ben 6.1 ahead of John. John 1.9 ahead of Milo. Milo 1.1 ahead of Chloe. You got 2:35 down with 3:25 to go. You got to do it right, man. It's goal! Guys in the pits are watching a little World Cup action. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Art Cardinale out front. 23-13. Anthony 22-15. Rico going 21-02. Ben at 21-17. John 20-07. Milo 20-09. Chloe 19-02. Yeah, 2:35 remaining, drivers. $330 down, $230 to go. Cardinale 10 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 2.7 ahead of Rico. John Rico 7.6 ahead of Ben. Ben 5.9 ahead of Engelman. John 2 seconds ahead of Milo. Milo 6 ahead of Chloe. 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
So Art setting the pace here. He's driving out white, orange, yellow, and black. If you see him in the rearview mirror, just give him a little bit of space. That's all he needs. Anthony out front too. He's in the 2 spot, driving the gold ride. Rico holding down the 3. He's driving the white and blue. Yes, it's true. Minute 30 to go. All right, just a friendly reminder, everybody. Make sure you have chassis protectors installed. Tape is okay. Tape is cool. We just ask that the bottom of the chassis please be covered. We got just over 1 minute remaining, drivers.
1 minute left.
Careful into the rhythm section, drivers. That is now clear. Oh, careful up front. Front double. Double in front of the driver's stand. Be careful. 40 seconds remain. Our Anthony John, followed by John, Ben, Milo, and Chloe, your full running order. 30 seconds remain. Careful on the back straight. That is clear. Careful in the cinnamon roll. Be aware. 20 seconds left in the rhythm section, right in the middle. Be careful. Oh. Oh, careful back straight. Go wide. Go wide on the back straight, please. The coast is clear. We now have 5 seconds to go.
Race and Rico done. Milo Laxon done. Let's go Art done. John Engelman
Up
done.
front. Careful up front. That
Rice
is clear.
Cakes Jr. done. Anthony Zachiglowski done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race,
Ben Halverson
everybody.
done.
Art Cardinale taking that one 23-13. Got Anthony going 22-20. Rico going 21-02. Engelman a 20-09. Ben going 20-19. Milo in 19-08. Chloe in 19-16. Okay, I'm going to need you all to set your cars down. Come on out to turn marshal. Up next is heat number 2.
Lucas Zachiglowski.
This one going to be Barry,
Barry
Pat,
Sutton.
Brian, Lucas, George, and Jeff.
Jeff Nyes.
All right, Mr. Cardinale taking the victory in that last one. How does it feel, Art? Yeah. Art is pumped.
Patrick Brill. Rice Cakes Supreme.
All right, we got one more car yet to check in. Gotta be honest, I'm surprised Theo's not here. I only said it once.
George Laxson.
Hey, there's George. All right. So, this is heat number 2. We're going to get this party started, drivers. Fastest opening lap goes to BG at a 15.2. Got Barry at 15.4. Lucas 15.5. Pat 16.2. George and Jeff in the 17s. BG making that a pair of 15.2s. Barry going 15.5. Lucas a 15.4. Jeff a 16.5. We're 50 seconds in, and wow, Brian Gross with 3 of a kind. 15.2 on his first 3 laps. Ooh, even better, 15.1 this time around. So BG, your race leader, 24.05 is the pace. Got Barry at 24.08, Lucas at 24.13. Jeff at 22.08, Pat 22.09, and George 22.16. Wow, Barry going 14.8 that last lap. Throwing it down. Lucas bringing his fast lap down to a 15.3. Jeff 15.9. Pat 15.8. George 16.4. Bless you. 145 down, 4:15 to go. BG 15.1 once again. Lucas also a 15.1. Got Pat going 15.6. Jeff going 15.8. We are 2 minutes down. 4 minutes to go. Oh, trouble in the cinnamon roll. Cardinale all over it. 220 down, 340 to go. Careful in the chicane. And Barry Soppett another 14.8 that time by, and that's going to put him out front. So right now, Barry's pace, 24.03. We got BG at 24.07. Lucas, 23.04. Pat, 23.15. Jeff at 22.06. George at 22.15. 2:45 in with 3:15 to go. Three down, 3 to go, racers. Halfway through. Right now, Barry 1.3 ahead of Brian. Brian 5 ahead of Lucas. Careful, back straight, back straight. And that is clear. So Barry 1.8 ahead of Brian. Brian 5.5 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 5 ahead of Pat. Pat 5.1 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 4.7 ahead of George. Got 2:30 to go, drivers. Got another heat of buggy coming up after this. 3 heats of buggy tonight with truck being the cherry on top. $3.45 down, 2:15 to go. Barry Soppett continues to lead, 24.05. Got Brian 24.14. Lucas 23.02. Pat 23.13. Jeff 22.11. And George 22.15.
2 minutes left.
You heard the man. 2 to go. Barry, Brian, Lucas, Pat, Jeff, and George, your running order. Minute 45 remains. Minute 25 to go. Barry 5.7 ahead of Brian. Brian 2.5 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 7 ahead of Pat. Pat 11 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 4 ahead of George. Got minute 15 remaining, drivers. All right, drivers, we are now 5 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Barry 24.04, Brian 24.13, Lucas 23 flat, Pat 23.10, Jeff 22.09, George 22.15. $45 seconds remain, drivers. $30 seconds to go. So we got Barry 10 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 1.6 ahead of Brian. Brian 7 ahead of Pat. Pat 14 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 4 ahead of George. We're in the final moments, drivers. 10 seconds left. Got another heated buggy coming up next.
Lucas Sichigloski done. Rice Cakes Supreme done. Barry Soppet done. Patrick Brill done. Jeff Nyes done.
One more.
All drivers are finished.
All right, and that'll be a race.
George Laxon done.
So it's going to be Barry Soppet going 24.05, Lucas going 23 flat, Brian 23.02, Pat 23.10, Jeff 22.09, George 22.18. Race number 3 is going to be Steve, John, Brandon, Ryan, Mike, and Bryant.
Loctite Milio. BP.
Careful up front, drivers. Careful
Ryan
up
R.
front in the short chute. Just past that front double.
Gumpa.
All right, I'm going to need my drivers from that last race to come on out and turn marshal, please. All right, let's see. I got Barry, I got George, got Jeff, got Brian, got Lucas. Okay. All right, folks. We're going to get this one going in just a moment.
Transponder 38446001.
All right, we got Bryant opening this one up with a 14.7, BP a 15.3, Steve 15.7, Mike a 16.0, John a 17, Ryan an 18. We're just 35 seconds in. All right, we got Bryant out front. 1 minute down. Bryant currently working on 25-13. We got Brandon at 24-14. Steve at 23-01. Ryan at 22-06. John 22-11. Mike 21-08. And last time by, Goompa going off 14-1. All right, Bryant's pace now 25-08. Doing great. Minute 25 in, 4:35 remains. Bryant currently 4.4 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 2 ahead of Steve. Steve 3 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.8 ahead of John. John 0.8 ahead of Mike. $1.50 down, 4:10 to go. Yeah, fastest lap by a mile. Going to be Goompa's 14-1. Last time by, race leader going 14-5. Yeah, BP going 14-9 that time by. Steve going to 15-5. Got Ryan at 15-6. Mike at 15-9. John 16-3. 2:25 in. 3:35 to go. So Bryant now 6.3 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 4 ahead of Steve. Steve 3.2 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 4.9 ahead of Mike. Mike 1.8 ahead of John. 2:45 in, 3:15 to go. BP bringing it down to 14-7. So we are now 3 minutes deep. Amir Fuente on a 25-10. Perea 24-04. Steve going 23-06. Ryan 23-09. Mike 22-04. John 22-13. BP going even faster now. 14-6. So Bryant 5.5 clear of Brandon. Brandon 9.5 ahead of Steve. Steve 2 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 4.7 ahead of Mike. Mike 5 ahead of John. 2:20 to go, drivers. Careful entering the rhythm. That is all cleared up. Oh, careful exiting the rhythm. Race leader with a bobble.
2 minutes left.
You heard the man. 2 to go. And despite the bobble, Bryant still 8 seconds ahead. 25-13 in the works. Brandon 24-11. Steve at 23-06. Ryan 23-09. Mike 22 flat. John 22-12. After this, we are going truck. Minute 25 remaining. Minute 10 to go, drivers.
One minute left.
Minute to go. We got Bryant 25-12, Brandon 24-08, Steve 23-05, Ryan 23-08, Mike 22-01, John 22-11. 45 seconds to go, drivers. $15 seconds. And everybody a minimum of 4 seconds behind or ahead of the car they are racing. So keep on going till the computer announces you as done.
Leader done. Steve Lung done. Goompa done. BP done. Ryan R. Randall done. All drivers are
And
finished.
that'll be a race.
Loctite
Bryant goes
Milio done.
25-11. Brandon 2407, Steve 2304, Ryan 2309, Mike 2202, John 2211. Up next, Stadium Truck.
Barry Soppet. Hollywood. Patrick Brill.
All right, so I got 3 truck drivers currently on the stand, a 4th making his way up. I got 2 turn marshals I can see. Now 3. We have 4 now. Huh? Cool. I am glad Hughes is with us. So, I think I'm looking for some more truck drivers here. There's 4 heats, I mean. Give you guys a moment.
Rice Cakes Supreme. Milo Laxon.
All right. Cool. Now we got both Laxons on the driver's stand. All right, folks, we are going to get this party started.
George Laxon.
All right, BG, fastest opening lap at 15.7. Barry going 15.8. Lap 2, got BG down to a 15.4. Barry down to a 15.6. Pat going 15.9. Go, go, go. We're 50 seconds in. Right now it's BG out front, followed by Barry, Pat, Sal, George, and Milo. Brian currently 23 flop for pace. Got Barry 23.01, Pat 22.02, Sal 22.12, George 21.14, Milo an 18 at the moment. BG going 15.4 that time by. He's 0.6 ahead of Barry. Got Barry 3.9 ahead of Pat. Pat 1.2 ahead of Sal. Sal 4.2 ahead of George. George 9 ahead of Milo. Barry with a 15-4 of his own. Minute 35 down, 4:25 remaining. So Brian currently 2 ahead of Barry. Barry 5 ahead of Sal. Sal 0.1 ahead of Pat. Pat 6.9 ahead of George. George 14 ahead of Milo. We got 2 down, 4 to go, drivers. Barry dropping another 15-4. $210 down, $350 remains. So BG continues to lead that time by 15-2. That puts his pace to a 24-14. We got Barry 23.03, Pat 22.07, Sal 22.07 as well now. Yeah, George at 21.16, Milo at 19.19. 240 in, 320 to go. Three down, 3 to go, drivers. $15-3 for Barry that last time by. Whoa. All right, BP acting as senior race official there, doing a great job, making sure that truck gets back in line in the proper spot. 330 down, 230 to go. So we got Brian 2 ahead of Barry. Barry 12 ahead of that battle between Pat and Sal. Those guys just 1/10 of a second apart. Yeah, that battle about 21 clear of George. George 21 clear of Milo. And we got one down in the middle. That's going to be Soppet. He's going to lose a little bit of time here.
2 minutes left.
So BG now 6 seconds ahead of Barry. Barry 10 ahead of Pat. Pat 0.04 ahead of Sal. Now Sal 0.3 ahead of Pat. So it's going back and forth between Sal and Pat. They've been having an excellent battle on the clock here. Got minute 30 remaining in this race. 90 seconds to go. Minute 20 remaining.
One minute left.
You heard the man. 5 down, 1 to go. Good teamwork, guys. Brian 8 seconds ahead of Barry. Barry 11 ahead of Sal. Sal 1 ahead of Pat. Oh, yeah, we won out of the park there. Oh, careful up front. 35 seconds. Careful on the back straight. And that looks to be clear. 30 seconds remaining. $20 seconds remain. All right, time has expired. Keep going until you hear the computer announce you as
Patrick
done.
Brill done. Milo Laxon done. Hollywood done. Barry Soppet done. Rice Cakes Supreme done. All drivers are finished. George
That will
Lax
be a
Sun done.
race. BG going 24:15, Barry 23:10. Sal going to prevail this round, going 22:05. We got Pat going 21:01. George 2016, Milo 18:01. All right, time is now 7:05. Let's take a 10-minute break. Get round two going about 7:15.
Anthony Zachiglowski. John Engelman.
All right, this is race number 1
Let's
in
go,
warm-up.
Milo Laxon. Race Enrico.
All right, let's get our truck guys out here to marshal, please. Careful back
Ben
straight.
Halverson.
Careful on the back straight. That is clear.
Rice Cakes Jr.
All right, I got a couple of marshals out here. Couple on the way. Can I get my truck drivers, please? Merp, merp. Looking for my truck drivers. I got Barry, I got Brian, I got Pat, I got Sal. Do I have George too? Cool. Awesome. See. All right, folks, we're going racing. Oh, man. That was like the worst spot. But Barry hooking a brother up there. Okay, fastest opening lap goes to AC, Art Cardinale. And lap 2 going even faster. So Art Cardinale currently holding down a 1.6, now a 5-second lead. He was shot out of a 110 scale cannon. So we got Art going 15.7 that last time by. That's fast lap of this one. Got Ben a 16.3. John 17.0. Anthony now a 15.9. John a 16.7. Careful up front, guys. Up front. Go, go, go. Buck 15 down, 4:45 to go. Right now it is Art, Ben, Anthony, John, Milo, and Chloe. In almost that order. Still early. Things changing around as I speak sometimes. Got battle of the Johns. Both Johns just half a second apart. Chloe making her way up to the 6th spot. Let's see. Rico going 16.6 that last time by. Buck 50 down, 4:10 to go. Cardinale 15.5 looking alive. So right now, Art's pace 23.07. Got Ben 21.10. Anthony 21.11. Rico going 20 flat. Engelman and Rico both 2/10 apart right now, going back and forth. And then we got Milo 19.15. Chloe 19.18. 2:20 down, 3:40 to go. .235 in, 3:25 remaining. Whoa. Who put that there? 2:45 in, 3:15 to go. Careful in the rhythm section. Go outside in the rhythm. All right, folks, 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Oh, nice pass, Ben. 2:45 remaining. Careful in the cinnamon roll. So Cardinale 2307, Anthony 2101, John Rico 2106, John Engelman at 2112, Ben Halverson 2117, Milo 1804, Chloe. Actually, Chloe 1808, Milo 1819. 345 in, 215 to go. So your top three cars: Art driving the black, orange, yellow, and white. Anthony driving the gold car. Rico driving the white and blue. Engelman driving the blue and orange.
2 minutes left.
So we got the battle of the Johns here. Rico versus Engelman there. Oh, they were about 10 feet apart on the racetrack. Minute 45 to go, drivers. Art 2307, Anthony 21 flat, John 2109, Ben 2112, John Engelman, that is 2114, Chloe in 1919, Milo 1806. All right, I believe that's Jacob checking in on the live stream saying, let's go, Art. Hashtag LGA. Yeah, just over a minute remaining. Careful exiting the rhythm section.
1 minute left.
You heard the man. 1 minute to go. "45 seconds remain." Whoa. That was a bit of a shortcut. Okay, well, he stopped and waited. He made it right. 25 seconds remain. Art with a commanding lead here. We got Anthony 7 ahead of Engelman. Engelman 2.5 ahead of Rico. Got Rico 3.3 ahead of Ben. Ben a lap up on Chloe. Chloe 4 seconds ahead of Milo. With 5 seconds remaining, drivers.
Milo Laxon done. Anthony
Careful back straight.
Done. Ben Halverson done.
All right, that's clearing
Let's
up.
go Art done. John Engelman done.
All right, got
Grayson
one more car,
Rico
one more
done.
car.
All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race,
Rice
drivers.
Cakes
It
Jr.
is
done.
going to be Art Cardinale going 2307. Anthony going 2103. Engelman 2107. Rico 2110. Ben 20 flat. Chloe 1920. Milo 1901. Sorry, 1801. All right, this will take us into heat number 2.
Barry Soppet. Lucas Sichigloski. Jeff Nyes. Patrick Brill. Rice Cakes Supreme.
All right, got almost everybody checked in here. Looks like I got most of my marshals out here.
George Laxon.
We got Milo doing pull-ups. All right. Looks like you guys are ready, so we're going racing. All right, everybody's being scored. All right, first lap, Barry a 15-2, Lucas a 15-9, Brian a 15-3, Pat 15-4, Jeff a 16-3, George 17-0. 25 seconds in. All right, 45 seconds down, 5:15 remaining. Right now it's Barry out front, 24.04 for pace. Got Brian 24.08, Pat 24.11, Lucas 24.12, George 22.10, and Jeff 21.11. Fast lap so far, Barry a 15 flat. We got Pat 15.3, Lucas 15.1, Brian 15.1, George a 16.4, Jeff a 15.7. All right, we're a minute 20 down. 4:40 left. Barry going 14.6. All right, $1.30 down, 4:30 to go. Barry bringing it down to a 14.5. Looking alive. He is driving the white, purple, and yellow ride. So Barry 25.14. We got Pat 24.13. Lucas 24.14. Brian 23.07. George 22.05. And Jeff 22.10. All right, 2:05 down, 3:55 remains. Barry 3.2 ahead of Pat. Pat 0.4 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 2 ahead of Brian. Brian 4.7 ahead of George. George 2.3 ahead of Jeff. All right, we got 2:35 down, 3:25 remaining. Barry 24.01. Got Lucas 24.14, Pat 24.15, Brian 23.03, George at 22.03, and Jeff at 22.06. We're just past halfway. Drivers 3 down, 3 to go. All right, 3:15 in, 2:45 to go. All right, Barry Soppin remains your leader. He is now 7 seconds ahead of Lucas. Lucas 0.1 ahead of Pat. Pat 2.1 ahead of Brian. Brian 10.3 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 1.6 ahead of George. All right, folks, we are now 4 minutes in.
2 minutes left.
Barry 24.01, Lucas 24.14, Pat 24.15, Brian 23 flat, Jeff 22.04, and George 22.08. This is heat number 2 of Buggy on track. Got another heat coming up after this. Careful in the rhythm section. Yeah, 4:30 down, a minute 30 to go. Barry now 9 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 1 ahead of Pat. Pat 0.7 ahead of Brian. Brian 16 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 2 ahead of George. Trouble there for Pat. I'll likely put Brian up to the 3 spot. Careful, back straight, back straight. Go inside, go inside. Careful, back straight. And that is clear. 5 down.
1 minute left.
All right, so Barry Soppit's pace now, 24:06. Got Lucas 24:14. Brian 23:01. Pat 23:05. Jeff 22:07. George 22:13. 40 seconds left, drivers. $30 seconds remain. Closest battle now going to be Lucas versus Brian. They are 1 second apart. 15 seconds. Keep on going until you hear the computer announce you are done.
Rice Cakes Supreme done. Barry Soppit done. Patrick Brill done. Jeff Nyes done. Lucas Sichiglowski
One
done.
more. And
All
that'll be a
drivers
race,
are
folks.
finished.
Barry goes
George
24:06.
Laxon
Lucas 24:15. Brian 23 flat. Pat 23:06. Jeff 22:06. George 22:14. And that'll take us into race number 3. Our third heated buggy. All right, so we will be racing this Friday night. We'll also be racing this
Leader.
Sunday, everybody. Racing this Sunday.
Loctite Milio.
We're doing a special format for
Steve
17.5 buggy. It's going to be the Club Cup. Basically, it's going to be the Team Powers Cup format, 4 rounds of heads-up racing for our 17.5 category. In the event there are more than 24 racers, we will do some qualifying to determine the top 24. That's going to be this Sunday. Sunday. Saturday, we got drifting going on.
BP.
If you got a drift car, bring it out Saturday.
Ryan R. Randall.
We're going to be going slideways here in the pits. All right, everybody's checked in. I am looking for turn marshals, please. Yeah. Okay. Hey, as long as we have a gross out here, it's all good. I missed the memo. I think it might be getting a little late for me. Oh, Bryn's on the run. Ruh-roh. Okay, so I got Barry, I got George, got Pat, I got a gross. Let's see, who am I missing? Do I have Lucas and Jeff out here? Okay. Then George, we'll probably need you on the dot over there. Cool. All right, I think we're good. We're going racing. What do we get, Bryn? Oh, cool. All right, 25 seconds in. Fastest lap so far, Bryant Mirafuente, 14.4. Backs it up at 14.3. Way to be. Careful, back straight, back straight. Oh, careful on the back straight, folks. That is clear now. 14-1 for Bryant once again. Nah, whatever he had for breakfast, I'll take 2. In fact, 2 14-1s back to back. How about that? This man's got some pace. $1.15 down, 4:45 to go. Bryant's pace, 25:03. Got BP 24:07. Ryan Randall going 23:09. Steve at 23:12. John 20:04. Mike 20:08. Careful back straight, back straight. That is clear. BP down to a 14:3. These guys are getting faster as the night wears on. All right, $1.45 down, 4:15 remaining. Oh, trouble for your race leader. Oh, Brian actually had another long lap there, so BP, now your race leader. Oh, just as I say that, he steps on his own tail. 3:45 to go. So BP still your race leader, 24:10. Got Bryant to 24:13. Steve 23:09. Ryan 23:11. Mike 21:02. John 21:05. We're 2:30 in with 3:30 to go. Careful on the left side, guys. Approaching the rhythm. Go. Oh, okay. Good teamwork. We got just about 3 minutes down and 3 minutes to go. Right now, BP just 1/10 ahead of Goomba. And now it's the other way around. So we got Goomba on at 24:07, BP on the same pace. Ryan 23:09, Steve 22 flat, Mike 22:10, John 21:17. Got 3:25 down, 2:35 remaining. Brian, Brandon, Ryan, Steve, Mike, and John. Your full running order here. Mirafuente 24:05, Perea 24:06, Randall 23:10, Leung 23:13, Hughes 22:12, Melio 21:13. Okay, we are now 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
All right, $1.50 to go. Oh, Bryant, 9/10 up on Brandon. Brandon, a lap up on Ryan. Ryan, 2.8 ahead of Steve. Steve, 6 seconds ahead of Mike. Mike, 10 ahead of John. 1:35 to go. Minute 25 remains. All right, drivers, we are now 5 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Bryant 24:01. Brandon 24:05. Ryan 23:13. Steve 23:15. Mike 22:07. John 21. 45 seconds left, drivers. We got Truck up next. Truck. God, Truck, you're in luck. Truck. Truck. That's the spirit. 30 seconds to go. $15 seconds remain. Closest battle here going to be Randall versus Leung. They are 6/10 apart. Careful back straight. Go outside, please. That is clear. And time has expired.
BP done. Loctite Milio done. Leader done. Goompa done. Ryan R. Rando
And that
done.
will be a race, guys.
All drivers are
It'll be
finished.
Brian taking the victory here,
Steve
25-14. Brandon 24-03. Ryan 23-11. Steve 23-14. Mike at 22-07. John 21-02. Okay, now I'll take us in the truck.
Barry Soppet. Hollywood. Rice Cakes Supreme. Patrick Brill.
All right, waiting on a couple marshals and one truck. I got, okay. Well, Milo's on the driver's stand, but okay, I see. There's those two trucks. Two.
Milo Laxon. George Laxon.
All right, folks. So we got all my trucks. Looks like I got most of my marshals. We're going racing. Not at all. So fastest opening lap goes to Barry Soppet at a 15.6. You know, Jacob, I realized that a long time ago. That's why I don't call him by his initials. 40 seconds down. All right, so we got Barry Soppet out front by just .003. Oh, slow roll there for Milo. So this time by BG going to 15.222. So right now he is 0.3 ahead of Barry. Barry 4.6 ahead of Sal. Sal 1.7 ahead of George. George 2.22 ahead of Pat. Pat 6.7 ahead of Milo. And for the kids out there, guess who won the NASCAR race this past weekend? Car number 67. How about that? Gotta say, I'm not surprised. Corey Heim is a wheel. He's the real deal. Minute 55 down, 4:05 to go. Also, it doesn't hurt that he's driving one of the best cars in the garage right now. Gibbs and 2311 are looking on point this year. All right, Barry Soppett out front, 24-15. And that is equal to Brian Gross's TQ of round one, 24-15. But BG did go a 24-15.0, so it's basically going to take a 24-14 to TQ. All right, so Barry out front, BG in the 2, 1 second back. Got Sal in the 3, 8.4 behind Brian. And we got Sal 4.7 ahead of Pat, Pat 6.5 ahead of George, George 11 ahead of Milo. Just about 3 minutes down, drivers. .325 down, 2:35 to go. Barry, pace falling off a bit, 23 flat, got BG 23.03. Sal 22.11, Pat 21.02, George 21.13, Milo 19.02. Got 2:15 remaining, drivers. Got Barry 1.6 ahead of Brian. Brian 15 ahead of Sal. Sal 3.7 ahead of Pat.
2 minutes left.
4 down, 2 to go. Pat 8 ahead of George. And George will lap up on Milo. Got a minute 50 remaining, drivers. Minute 35 remains. $1.25 to go. Minute 15 remaining, 75 seconds left. Barry 1.9 ahead of Brian. Brian will lap up on Sal. Sal 4.1 ahead of Pat. Pat 14 ahead of George. George will lap up on Milo.
1 minute left.
You heard the man. 5 down, 1 to go. Barry 23 flat. Brian 23.02. Sal 22.10. Pat 22.15. George 21.17. Milo 19.02. 45 seconds left, drivers. This is our final qualifier of the night. After this, we are going to be racing main events. That's the spirit, guys. 30 seconds to go. $15 seconds remain. If I make it to Oregon, of course I'm going to run 17.5, but I might actually pull the truck out.
Barry Soppett done.
I don't know. It's either truck or
Rice
21.5.
Cake Supreme done. George
Truck seems,
Laxon
I
done.
don't know. Truck sounds a little more exciting.
Milo Laxon done. Hollywood done. All drivers are finished.
I got my own. Thank you, though.
Patrick Brill done.
All right. That'll be a race. All right. So Barry going 23 flat. How about that? Brian 23.04. Sal 22.09. Pat 22.14. George 20.03. Milo 19.07. All right, folks, take a little bit of a break here. I'll get the main event set up and on the screen here in just a moment. Okay, folks. So your main event's looking like this. Our C group, first up, will be Anthony John. That's Rico and Engelman. Ben, Milo, and Chloe. B group, going to be Art, Ryan, Mike, Jeff, John, Milio, and George. Our A group, Brian, Brandon, Barry, Lucas, Brian, Steve, and Pat. Of course, we got Truck. Winner of each lower main will make it to the next one. All right, time's now 7:53. Let's get started about 8:05. Indeed.
Steve Loom. Sixteen two. 15-1. 15-5. 15 flat. 24.7. 15-9. 15-2. 16-1.
All right, guys, it's about that time. Indeed. Cardinale knows the drill. So, our first race up going to be Anthony, John, Ben, Milo, and Chloe.
Rice Cakes Jr. Milo Laxon. John Engelman. Anthony Zachiglowski. Race Enrico.
We're going to take one bump up from each lower main. All right, looks like I got my marshals out here. Everybody stopped, so I'm going to assume you guys are ready to go.
Ben Halverson.
See, am I missing anybody? No, everybody's checked in. Okay, let's line them up. I'm going to put Anthony on the 1 spot, Rico 2, Engelman 3, Halverson 4, Laxon 5, Gross 6. All right, got our grid set. Drivers, best of luck. We are going racing 6 minutes in less than 5. Here we go. Ah, 15 seconds down. Right now it's Anthony out front, followed by Rico. We got Ben in the 3. Followed by John, Milo, and Chloe. 30 seconds in. Oh, careful back straight. Go inside. Go inside. Inside. Okay. Anthony out front. Rico in pursuit. So, this time by, Anthony 1 second ahead of John. John 1.6 ahead of his fellow John. We got Engelman 5.2 ahead of Gross. Gross 0.3 ahead of Halverson. Halverson 1.9 ahead of Laxon. 110 down, 450 to go, drivers. Buck 15 in, 445 left. Oh, that was close. Who put that there? Yeah. He did stop and wait for a sec, though, so we'll call it good, but yeah. Got buck 45 down, 4:15 remaining. And right now, Anthony 1.5 ahead of John. We got John just a few feet ahead of John. The battle of the Johns down the back straight. Rico versus Engelman. Rico driving out white, light blue. Engelman driving the darker blue with the orange. Yeah, 210 down, 350 to go. Top 3 have broken away from the rest of the field. Oh, Rico hits a dot. 340 to go, drivers. Careful getting onto the back straight. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Inside. So we got 230 down, 330 remaining. Oh, Anthony taking a flip. Let's allow Engelman to close the gap. Well, we got ourselves a battle out front, and these guys will be approaching traffic soon. The leader is the gold car. Second place currently, the blue and orange. If you see either of those cars, just give them a little bit of room. Good teamwork, good teamwork. All right, 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Oh. That's somebody going for an ice cream break. So Anthony half a second ahead of John. Oh, back straight. That worked out, kind of. I mean, given the circumstances, it worked out. 320 down, 240 to go. Battle for the lead remains hot. Be the gold car versus the blue and orange. Engelman having a look there. Anthony's trying to keep the door shut. Down the back straight they go. 2:22 to go. Anthony and John just half a second apart at the start-finish line. These guys are making their way through the right side of the track down the back straightaway. And Anthony able to pull ahead by just a bit. Just over a second between those two cars. We got 2 minutes to go. Careful, back straight, back straight. Careful on the back straight. Minute 45 remains. So your leader driving the gold ride. Second place, blue and orange. Third place going to be the white and light blue. Minute 30 remains. All right, Anthony and John. Gap is 1.7. Engelman 13 ahead of Rico. Rico 10 ahead of Gross. Gross 9.2 ahead of Loxon. Loxon 6.4 ahead of Ben. Got a minute 10 to go, drivers. Got our B group up next.
1 minute left.
You heard the man. A minute to go. 5 minutes in. All right, 45 seconds left. Whoa, Anthony flipping over. That's going to allow John to the top spot with 30 seconds to go. We got ourselves a battle down the back straight and up the wall ride into the chicane. Engelman, your new race leader, driving the blue and orange ride. Anthony going to try to catch up. Getting away with a little bit of one there. Ooh. Not there, though. 15 seconds left. Got to hold it together. 5 seconds remain. Can Engelman do it? One corner to go.
Rice Cakes Jr. done.
And it's going to be John Engelman joining the B-Man event tonight.
Anthony Zachiglowski done. Racing Rico done.
All right, another battle to finish here.
All drivers.
And Milo winning by .001. Well, winning the battle, that is. That might be the closest margin I have seen on this computer screening. .001. Wow. All right, so Engelman taking the victory, getting the bump up to the B. Our podium going to be Anthony, John, and Chloe. Rest of the order will be Milo and Ben. Okay. Our B group, Art, Ryan, Mike, Jeff,
Let's
John, George, and John.
Ryan R. Randall. Loctite Milio.
And for our second race in a row, there will be 2 Johns.
Leader. Jeff Nyes.
All right, I'm going to need my drivers from that last one to come on out and marshal, please. All right, got 2 more drivers on the way. All right, I got Anthony, I got Chloe, I got Milo, but I'm probably going to need you guys to marshal different corners this time. All right. Let's see. Do I got Rico and Ben out here? Cool. Does somebody want to switch to Milo? I'm just not sure if that's the best spot for him. I mean, I guess Anthony's a little bit
George
larger.
Laxon.
I just don't want a little man getting taken out. All right, so it's going to be Art on the 1 spot, Ryan on the 2, Mike on the 3, Jeff 4, John 5, John Melio, that is, George Laxon 6, and John Engelman on the 7.
John Engelman.
Okay, grid looks good, and honestly, that's a really good grid, guys. Nice and good form. All right, folks, we're going racing. Less than 5. And we are off. Winner of this one makes it to the A. So Ryan Randall up to the top spot. Art in the 2, followed by Mike. Then we got Jeff, George, John, and John. Once again, a battle of the Johns. Careful on the back straight. Careful on the back straight. Go inside. Go inside. Oh, that's not the inside. Oh, she says she's okay. That's good. 45 in. So we got Ryan Randall out front. Right now, 1.2 ahead of Art. Art is 1.7 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 1.3 ahead of George. George 0.2 ahead of John. John 3.7 ahead of Mike. Oh, back straight. Careful on the back straight. Go outside this time. That is clear. 130 down, 4:30 to go. So Ryan holding it down out front. He is driving the white pink with the blue trim. Saying hi to Lucas there. That's how buggies say hi. So this time by, Ryan 1.6 ahead of Art. Art clocking in. 5.3 ahead of George. Careful getting onto the back straight. And that is clear. Got 2 down, 4 to go. $225 down, 335 to go. Got Ryan now 0.6 ahead of Cardinale. Art's starting to make his way closer to that leader's rear bumper. Oh, Cardinale 15.5, and he has arrived. 245 down, 315 to go. Battle for the lead going down the back straight. Pink and white versus the black, orange, yellow, white. Randall versus Cardinale through the rhythm section. Got Laxon holding down the 3. Then we got Hughes, Nyes, Engelman, Melio. 250 remains, drivers. $245 to go. Oh, careful up front, guys. Careful up front. Oh, jeez. That was close. Lucas risking his life to get that car. 335 down, 225 to go. So this time by Randall, Cardinale just 0.4 apart. They're about 10 clear of Laxton. Laxton 2 ahead of Hughes. Hughes 7 ahead of Engelman. Engelman 2.3 ahead of Nyes. Yeah, 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
So a battle between Randall and Cardinale remains close. Down the back straight they go, this time by 9/10 apart, so Ryan able to pull away just a bit. 1:40 to go. Minute 30 remains. Randall, Cardinale, gap now 1.6, so Ryan's starting to hit a stride here, starting to get into a groove. Starting to feel that rhythm. 75 seconds remaining. So Randall will be approaching traffic soon. Race leader driving the pink and white with the blue trim. Second place going to be black, orange, yellow, and white.
1 minute left.
You heard the man, a minute to go. We got battle there for the third spot. That's Hughes versus Laxton. They do have the leaders rapidly approaching. 45 seconds remain. $35 seconds left. So Ryan and Art this time by 1.2 is the gap. Now 1.4. 20 to go, drivers. Careful entering the straight. That is clear. 10 seconds left, drivers.
John Engelman done.
And it's going to be Ryan Randall making his way to the A-Main tonight.
Let's go, Art done. George Laxton.
So that means we're going to need someone else to take the podium picture because it's going to be Art Cardinale standing on top of the podium. He'll be joined by Mike Hughes and George Laxton. Wrestle order, Jeff, John, and John. All right, folks, up next is our A-Main event. That is going to be Brian, Brandon, Barry, Lucas, Brian, Steve, Pat, and Ryan.
Barry Soppet. BP. Patrick Brill. Lucas Sichiglowski. Steve Loom. Rice Cakes Supreme. Ryan R. Randall. Goompa.
All right, got a couple turn marshals out here. Gonna need a little bit more. All right, we got Jeff and John. We got Mike. Art on the way. All right, I may need some help on the left side, guys. I may need some more turn marshals on the left, the West Coast. Okay, we got our marshals out here. Lineup for this one is going to be Bryant on the 1 spot, Brandon on the 2, Barry 3, Lucas 4, Brian 5, Steve 6, Pat 7, Ryan 8. What Ryan 8? We'll have to ask him in his post-race interview. All right. Grid is set-ish. You want to start that far back? Hey, it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to live. All right, folks. Grid is there. We're going racing. Less than 5. Here we go. Yeah, Barry making an early move. But BP switching it up there. A little inside-outside action. Barry back up to the 2. Ooh. Oh, Barry losing it there. Oh, and they get together. Oh, man. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to restart this one, guys. We're going to restart it. All right, so Goompa's on the 1, Brandon on the 2, Barry 3, Lucas 4, Brian 5, Steve 6, Pat 7, Ryan 8. You know, rather than screw up both of their races, we'll just start over again. All good. All right, folks, we are going racing. Less than 5. And they're off. This is take 2. Oh. All right, 15 seconds in. We got Mirafuente out front. Careful on the back straight. Thank you, John. All right, now Mirafuente getting a little smaller in the windshield, but 2 through 6, still very close. Oh, BP a little too far off the edge. 45 seconds in, 5:15 to go. So Mirafuente now 2.9 ahead of Soppet. Soppet 1.1 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 1.1 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.6 ahead of Brandon. Careful in the cinnamon roll. And that is clear. We're 1 minute down with 5 minutes to go. Mirafuente out front by a margin of 4.3 seconds. Oh. 125 in, 4:35 to go. Whoa. Mirafuente taking one heck of a tumble. All right, go ahead. All right, so this time by gap between your leaders, 2.8 seconds. Got Barry 3.5 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 0.5 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 6.5 ahead of Pat. Pat 1.7 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.5 ahead of Steve. Steve 6 ahead of Brian. Fast lap of 14.1 once again from Bryant. 2:10 down, 3:50 to go. $220 down, $340 remains. Oh, careful at the wall ride. Go wide, wide, wide. Go wide at the wall ride. That is clear. So Bryant now 3.6 ahead of Barry. Barry 3.8 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 1.3 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 8.9 ahead of Pat. Pat 0.3 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 2 ahead of Steve. 2:45 in, 3:15 to go. All right, we are 3 minutes down with 3 minutes to go. So race leader making his way through the right-hand side of the track. Second place through the front stretch. Oh, and that car is broken. That is going to change the complexion of this race. So it is going to be Barry Soppet taking over the 1 spot. He is now Got a massive lead. 7.9 ahead of Lucas. Lucas just 0.2 ahead of Brandon. 2:15 remains. Race leader run the white, purple, and yellow. All right, folks, we are now 4 minutes in.
2 minutes left.
Barry now 8.5 seconds ahead of that second spot battle. Lucas trying to hold off BP. Minute 50 to go. Drivers careful on the back straight. And that is Lucas upside down. That's kind of moving back to the 3 spot. Still in podium contention. Minute 35 to go. Barry 8.8 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 3.4 ahead of Lucas. Lucas has some distance up on Ryan. Ryan about 3 seconds ahead of Pat. Pat 1.7 ahead of Steve. Minute 20 to go. Careful, back straight, back straight. 2 down, back straight, back straight, back straight. That's going to put Lucas back to the 2. A minute 5 remains. Closest battle, Lucas and BP. BP makes the move.
1 minute left.
All right, we got 55 seconds to go. All right, so your second spot car is going to be the orange. Third spot going to be purple and lilac. Oh, a little trouble for Pat there. Got another one upside down over there, but that car might be finished. 30 seconds remain. And BP back to the 2. Meanwhile, Barry Soppet, 13 seconds up. He is on a Sunday drive on a Wednesday night. Five seconds to go, drivers.
BP done.
Careful at the wall ride.
Barry
That is
Soppet
clear.
done. Steve Lung done. Lucas Sichigloski done. Ryan R. Randall done.
And
All
that will
drivers
be a
are
race,
finished.
guys. It's going to be Barry,
Patrick Brill done.
Brandon, and Lucas on the podium tonight. Rest of the order is going to be Ryan, Steve, Pat, Bryant, and Brian. All right, up next is going to be our stadium truck class. I think we might do the podium after, maybe. Barry's back-to-back, so. We'll do a podium afterwards.
Hollywood.
All right. I need my guys from that last race to come on out and marshal. This is our truck class. If we got any volunteers out here, that'd be great, but
Rice Cakes Supreme. Barry Soppet. Patrick Brill. Milo Laxon.
okay, I got some turn marshals out here. Could I get one more to the left side? I need one more on the left side. Need a little help on the left side, guys. Need one more turn marshal. One more on the left side. Thank you, sir. All right, folks. This is our final race of the night. Our truck class is going to be Brian on the 1, Barry on the 2, Sal 3, Pat 4, George 5, Milo 6.
George Laxson.
All right, folks. Grid is set. Drivers ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Here we go. BG leads them off. Stop it in the 2. All right, BG currently 0.3 ahead of Barry. Ooh, getting close there. Oh, Barry a little bit off trajectory. That's going to allow Sal and Pat by. 30 seconds in. Oh, Sal's truck coming to a halt. Oh, man. Sal qualified 3rd tonight and had a pretty good showing going. We got 1 minute down. 5 minutes to go. Ah, the pinion came off. Got a minute 15 down, 4:45 to go. This time by BG, 3 seconds ahead of Barry. Barry 2.7 ahead of Pat. Pat 2.9 ahead of George. George 5.7 ahead of Milo. And something happened to BG this time around, and he ain't too happy about it. I'll buy you an ice cream if you can do that again. $1.50 down, 4:10 to go. I'm going to have to look at the replay. I didn't see what happened to BG. 2:10 down, 3:50 to go. So we got Barry 8 ahead of Pat. Pat 1.6 ahead of Brian. Brian 2.6 ahead of George. George 8 ahead of Milo. $2.35 down, 3:25 remains. So Barry, 9.5 seconds out front. Man, Barry must have like a rabbit's foot and a 4-leaf clover and something else for some luck tonight, man. I mean, luck is opportunity meeting preparation. Barry's definitely prepared. He's got some pace and things just going his way tonight. All right, we got 2:30 to go, drivers. So we got Barry 12 ahead of Pat. Pat half a second ahead of Brian. Brian 10 ahead of George. George 8 ahead of Milo. And this just in, somebody paid the $20 for Brian to get a lap here, so let's pretend like this is the battle for the lead. Minute 50 to go. Oh. Minute 35 remains our final race of the night. We'll be doing it again Friday, and we'll also be doing it again on Sunday. It's a lot of off-road racing ahead. Friday and Sunday. Sunday's going to be the Cup format race. 17.5 buggy will be contested via 4 rounds of heads-up racing. And whoever ends up with the lowest score will be the winner. Yeah, just over a minute to go here. Closest battle going to be Pat and Brian.
1 minute left.
$55 seconds remaining. This time by Pat and Brian. Gap is 0.4. Yeah, 40 seconds to go, drivers. $30 seconds remain. BG having an outside look. 25 to go. Oh. And BG having a few looks there, getting caught back wheels there. 15 seconds left. This will likely be the final lap. BG getting upside down there. And when you cross the line, you will be
Patrick
done.
Brill done. Barry Soppet done. Rice Cakes Supreme done. Milo Laxon done. All drivers are finished. George Laxon
And that'll be a race, guys. It is going to be Barry taking the victory. Pat 2, Brian 3, followed by George, Milo, and Sal. I think Sal's looking for his pinion gear. Hey, found it. Victory. All right, folks, that'll conclude Wednesday night racing. Thank you all for coming out. We'll do it again Friday, and we'll do it again Sunday. Wow, he found 2 pinion gears. All right, folks, last 2 races we need to get podium pictures for. So truck going to be Barry, Pat, and Brian. Buggy going to be Barry, Brandon, and Lucas. All right, to those of you watching online, goodbye and good night.